For years, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban have been presented as one of Hollywood's strongest and most admired couples. Their public appearances often seem effortless, filled with laughter, affection, and quiet confidence. Whether walking red carpets together or sharing playful moments during interviews, they created an image of stability that many fans believed was nearly impossible in the entertainment industry. Yet behind the polished appearances and carefully controlled public image, there has always been curiosity about how their marriage truly works. In 2025, Nicole finally began opening up in ways she rarely had before, revealing intimate details about their relationship, family values, and the challenges they quietly faced together. Her comments sparked widespread discussion because they painted a more layered portrait of Keith Urban than the public had previously seen. Rather than simply describing him as a supportive husband, she revealed someone deeply involved in family decisions, emotionally protective of those he loves, and willing to establish firm boundaries against outside intrusion. These revelations transformed public perception of their marriage from a glamorous celebrity romance into something more human and complicated. Fans began to see a relationship built not just on affection, but on discipline, resilience, honesty, and an ongoing effort to protect each other from the relentless pressures of fame and public attention. Nicole Kidman's rarely shared truths about Keith. Nicole Kidman's interviews in 2025 immediately captured attention because she spoke with unusual openness about Keith Urban's role in her personal and professional life. In previous years, she had carefully protected the private aspects of their marriage, often limiting discussions to broad statements about love and support. This time, however, she offered specific examples that revealed how involved Keith truly is behind the scenes. She described him as someone who gives brutally honest opinions about her projects, never offering praise simply for the sake of encouragement. According to Nicole, Keith watches her work carefully and speaks candidly about what succeeds and what does not. She admitted that his feedback matters more than the opinions of many industry professionals because she trusts his instincts completely. Beyond work, Nicole also revealed that Keith played an important role in helping her become more emotionally open over the years. She explained that during difficult periods in her life, he encouraged her to stop withdrawing inward and reconnect with the world around her. Fans reacted strongly to these statements because they showed a deeper emotional partnership than the public previously understood. Rather than existing as two celebrities sharing a household, Nicole described a marriage built on active participation, emotional honesty, and a constant effort to strengthen one another through life's most challenging moments. Humor, privacy, and the everyday details of their marriage. While some of Nicole's comments focused on emotional support and career guidance, other revelations were surprisingly ordinary and humorous. One of the most discussed moments came when she joked about the lut double-headed shower she and Keith share at home, calling it one of the secrets to a successful marriage. The playful remark quickly spread online because it revealed how comfortable and relaxed they are together, despite living under constant public scrutiny. Nicole also mentioned separate bathroom spaces and the importance of respecting personal boundaries inside a relationship. Many fans interpreted these comments as evidence that their marriage survives not through dramatic romance alone, but through practical understanding and mutual respect. Their relationship appears grounded in everyday routines rather than celebrity spectacle. Even small details seem to fascinate audiences because they made the couple feel relatable instead of untouchable. The discussions that followed online highlighted how rare it is for celebrity couples to speak honestly about the ordinary mechanics of maintaining a long-term partnership. Rather than pretending their marriage is flawless, Nicole's stories suggested that success comes from compromise, humor, patience, and creating a home environment where both people feel understood. These insights added a new dimension to public perceptions of the couple, showing that beneath the glamour lies a carefully balanced domestic life built on trust and emotional stability. The protective boundaries Keith Urban refuses to cross. One of the most revealing aspects of Nicole's recent interviews involved Keith Urban's attitude toward privacy and family boundaries. Public attention intensified after a controversial radio interview in which Keith reportedly ended the conversation early when asked intrusive questions about Nicole's intimate scenes in a film. While critics initially debated whether his reaction was excessive, Nicole's later comments provided important context. She explained that Keith has always believed certain aspects of family life should remain protected from public consumption. According to her, he draws firm lines when conversations become invasive or disrespectful. This protective instinct extends beyond media interviews and into their overall approach to fame. They intentionally limit how much of their children's lives appear publicly and carefully choose when to participate in interviews or public events. Fans increasingly viewed Keith's actions not as controlling behavior, but as a husband attempting to shield his family from unnecessary exploitation. In an era where celebrity culture often rewards oversharing, Keith's insistence on privacy stands out as unusual. Nicole's comments suggested that these boundaries are not obstacles within their marriage, but foundations that help preserve it. Their relationship appears stronger precisely because they resist allowing public curiosity to dictate how much of their personal lives becomes entertainment for others. Keith Urban's humble beginnings in Australia. Long before he became a global country music star, Keith Urban was simply a young boy growing up in Australia with a deep love for music. Born in New Zealand and raised in Queensland, he spent much of his childhood surrounded by country music records played by his parents at home. Artists like Johnny Cash and Dolly Parton helped shape his musical identity from an early age. Keith began learning instruments while still very young, first experimenting with the ukulele before quickly transitioning to guitar. His talent became obvious almost immediately, and he soon started performing in local competitions and talent shows. These early experiences taught him not only musical discipline but also the confidence required to stand before audiences. By his teenage years, Keith had already developed a reputation as a gifted performer capable of captivating crowds with both technical skill and charisma. Yet despite his growing success in Australia, he understood that achieving international recognition would require far greater risks. The Australian country music market offered limited opportunities compared to the massive industry centered in Nashville. This realization eventually pushed Keith toward one of the boldest decisions of his life, leaving behind familiarity and security in pursuit of a dream that carried no guarantees of success, stability, or acceptance within the competitive American music scene. The difficult journey to becoming a country music star. Keith Urban's move to Nashville in the early 1990s marked the beginning of an exhausting struggle that tested both his patience and determination. Arriving in the United States with little more than ambition and musical talent, he quickly discovered how difficult it was to break into an industry dominated by established American artists. His accent, background, and outsider status initially made it difficult for audiences and executives to fully embrace him. To survive financially, Keith worked as a session musician, playing guitar for other artists while slowly building connections within the music business. These years were filled with uncertainty and rejection, but they also sharpened his skills and deepened his understanding of the industry. Eventually, persistence paid off when he secured a recording contract and released his debut American album. Songs like Somebody Like You transformed him into a major country music figure and introduced his style to a broad audience. What made Keith stand out was his ability to blend traditional country influences with modern production and rock-inspired guitar work. Critics praised his musicianship while fans connected with his sincerity and emotional performances. Over time, awards, platinum albums, and sold-out tours cemented his place among country music's biggest stars. Yet despite his professional achievements, Keith's personal life remained largely private until one unexpected meeting permanently changed the direction of his future. The meeting that changed both their lives forever. The relationship between Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman began in 2005 during an event celebrating Australian culture in Los Angeles. According to Nicole, she immediately sensed something genuine about Keith that distinguished him from many people she had encountered in Hollywood. Their connection developed quietly at first because both understood the dangers of exposing a new relationship to intense media attention too quickly. For several months, they managed to keep their romance relatively private, allowing their bond to grow naturally away from constant public analysis. When news of their engagement finally became public, media interest exploded almost instantly. Their wedding in Sydney during 2006 became one of the most discussed celebrity events of the year, attracting enormous international attention. To many observers, they appeared to represent a perfect union between two successful stars from different entertainment worlds. Yet beneath the celebration, serious challenges already existed. Keith was privately battling addiction issues that threatened not only his health but also the future of their marriage. Nicole later admitted she recognized troubling signs shortly after the wedding and understood that ignoring the problem could destroy everything they were building together. The situation forced both of them into an emotionally painful confrontation that would either strengthen their relationship permanently or end it before it had truly begun. Addiction, intervention, and the crisis that tested their marriage. Only months after their wedding, Keith Urban entered one of the darkest periods of his life when his struggles with addiction resurfaced publicly. Nicole Kidman realized the seriousness of the situation quickly and made the difficult decision to organize an intervention involving close family members and trusted friends. The process was emotionally devastating because it forced Keith to confront painful truths he could no longer avoid. Eventually, he entered an intensive rehabilitation program in California, temporarily stepping away from his music career and canceling major professional commitments. Financial losses were enormous, but the emotional stakes were even greater. Keith later admitted that without Nicole's determination and support, he might never have recovered. For Nicole, the experience tested the strength of her commitment only months into their marriage. Instead of abandoning the relationship during its most unstable moment, she chose to fight for it. Public reaction gradually shifted from skepticism to admiration as people witnessed the couple navigating the crisis together with honesty and resilience. When Keith returned to music after completing treatment, many fans noticed greater emotional depth in his songwriting and performances. The experience permanently changed him both personally and professionally. More importantly, it established the foundation of trust that would define their marriage for years afterward, proving that their relationship could survive genuine hardship rather than merely glamorous public appearances. Building a family around stability and discipline. After surviving the early crisis in their marriage, Nicole and Keith focused intensely on creating a stable family environment built around clear values and emotional consistency. The birth of their daughters transformed their priorities completely. Nicole often described motherhood as life-changing, while Keith admitted becoming a father altered his understanding of success and responsibility. Together, they developed parenting principles designed to protect their children from the more destructive aspects of celebrity culture. One of their strongest rules involved delaying professional opportunities until their children reached a certain age. They believed childhood should be shaped by education, emotional growth, and normal experiences rather than constant media attention or financial pressure. Even when their daughter Sunday Rose eventually entered modeling, both parents emphasized that the decision occurred only after careful consideration and maturity. Their parenting style attracted praise because it contrasted sharply with many celebrity families who exposed children to fame at very young ages. Nicole and Keith also structured their household around consistency despite demanding careers. Whenever possible, they prioritized time together over professional obligations. Friends and colleagues frequently described their home life as surprisingly grounded considering their level of fame. This disciplined approach to parenting and family stability appears to be one of the major reasons their marriage has remained strong, while many other celebrity relationships collapsed under public and professional pressure. The careful strategy behind their public image. Although Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman are among the entertainment industry's most recognizable figures, they have spent years carefully managing how much access the public receives to their personal lives. Their strategy differs significantly from many modern celebrities who maintain constant online visibility. Instead of frequent exposure, Nicole and Keith appear publicly only for important events, interviews, or professional milestones. This selective visibility helps preserve both privacy and mystique. Every appearance is intentional, thoughtfully prepared, and controlled in terms of messaging. Industry observers have often praised this approach because it limits opportunities for scandals and speculation while maintaining strong public interest. Even their social media presence tends to focus on positive moments rather than deeply personal details. During periods of controversy or rumor, they rarely respond with anger or dramatic public statements. Instead, they counter negative narratives through calm appearances, affectionate interactions, and carefully chosen interviews. This strategy proved especially effective during various rumors surrounding their marriage over the years. By refusing to engage aggressively with gossip, they prevented many stories from gaining long-term momentum. Their image management reflects not only media intelligence but also emotional discipline. Nicole and Keith seem to understand that protecting a marriage in the entertainment industry requires controlling how much emotional access the public believes it deserves. This balance between openness and privacy has become central to their enduring reputation as one of Hollywood's strongest couples. Keith Urban's reputation beyond music and awards. Keith Urban's career achievements extend far beyond chart success and sold-out tours. Over the decades, he has built a reputation within the music industry as both a talented performer and a deeply respected colleague. His influence can be seen in the way younger country artists describe him as an inspiration not only musically but professionally. Many admire his ability to evolve creatively without abandoning the core elements that originally made audiences connect with him. His guitar skills, emotional songwriting, and crossover appeal helped modernize country music while still honoring traditional influences. Awards and commercial success followed naturally, including Grammy victories, platinum albums, and international tours that drew massive audiences. Yet perhaps more impressive than the statistics is Keith's consistency. Unlike many artists whose careers fluctuate dramatically, he maintained relevance across multiple generations of listeners. Even in his late 50s, his tours continue selling out rapidly. Industry experts frequently describe him as one of the rare performers capable of balancing commercial popularity with artistic credibility. Nicole's recent comments added another layer to this reputation by revealing how disciplined and thoughtful he remains away from the stage. Fans increasingly see him not merely as a musician, but as someone who built a sustainable life through hard work, emotional growth, and careful decision-making. His story now represents more than fame alone. It reflects endurance, maturity, and the ability to adapt without losing personal identity. Why fans continue to admire their relationship. Part of the reason audiences remain fascinated by Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban is because their relationship feels unusually authentic compared to many celebrity romances. They openly acknowledge imperfections, difficult periods, and personal struggles rather than pretending everything has always been easy. Fans appreciate this honesty because it makes the relationship feel earned rather than manufactured for publicity. Nicole's recent revelations reinforce that perception by highlighting moments of vulnerability, compromise, and mutual protection. Instead of presenting Keith as flawless, she described him as emotionally honest, fiercely protective, and deeply involved in their family life. Likewise, Keith has often spoken about Nicole's role in helping him overcome addiction and rebuild stability during one of the darkest periods of his life. Their admiration for each other appears rooted in gratitude as much as romance. Another reason audiences connect with them is their refusal to turn every private moment into public content. In a culture obsessed with oversharing, their restraint feels refreshing. They reveal enough to appear genuine without sacrificing every aspect of personal intimacy. This balance creates trust between them and their audience. Fans feel they are witnessing real affection rather than calculated performance. Over time, this authenticity has transformed Nicole and Keith from simply another celebrity couple into symbols of resilience, loyalty, and emotional partnership within an industry often associated with instability and short-lived relationships. A legacy built on love, discipline, and survival. Nicole Kidman's comments throughout 2025 ultimately revealed something larger than isolated details about her husband. Together, her stories created a portrait of a marriage sustained through conscious effort, emotional honesty, and a shared commitment to protecting family above fame. Keith Urban's journey, from a young musician in Australia to a global country music icon, already carried themes of ambition and perseverance. However, the deeper story lies in how he balanced enormous professional success with personal transformation and long-term commitment. His recovery from addiction, dedication to fatherhood, and determination to preserve family privacy all contributed to a legacy that extends beyond music alone. Nicole's willingness to finally discuss these aspects of their relationship suggests growing confidence in the stability they built together over nearly 2 decades. Their marriage survived not because life became easy, but because both chose repeatedly to protect it during difficult moments. In many ways, that is what continues to resonate most strongly with audiences. Behind the awards, glamorous appearances, and celebrity headlines are two people who confronted pressure, temptation, fear, and public scrutiny while still managing to remain connected. Their story reminds fans that lasting relationships are rarely effortless. They require boundaries, sacrifice, forgiveness, patience, and the courage to keep choosing each other even when the spotlight becomes overwhelming.